Hello guys, welcome to the channel. This is Victor. We're going to have a look at Lines of Battle, a Napoleonic Wars wargame that you can play without any installation. The only thing that you need is a connection of internet, and you're going to find this in the following page, which is linesofbattle.net. I'm going to leave the page on the description. This little wargame is available for everyone and you can play it free. So here we have Lines of Battle. Is a multiplayer simultaneous turn-based strategy game set during the Napoleonic Wars, designed for tactical depth and historical immersion. You'll engage in epic battles against others using skill and strategy to outmaneuver and defeat your opponents. I wouldn't be so sure about historical immersion, but we have several interesting points about this war game that I want to talk about in this video. So let's go and let's discover what this is. So we have here a beautiful welcoming screen with the flag of the French Revolution. The ambientation of this little war game is the French Revolution, the Napoleonic Wars. You have the option to sign up with your username and do a password in here, and then you can log in or you can continue with the Google account, but you also have the option to play offline. Over here we see that we have a bunch of options: max turns and battle type. Max turns, we begin standard by default with 60. If we crank this up at the maximum, we can reach to 99, and if we go at the bottom, we can find out that we will be dealing with 10 turns. Okay, we're going to leave max turn at 60 as it was by default. In battle type, we have these options. I don't really know what's the difference. We have skirmish, clash, combat, battle, and grand battle. Now, just to give you an overview of the maps that we have here, I'm going to visually separate them in between tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3. Eventually, tier 3 are more complicated and interesting maps, as you can see here. And we even have the Battle of Waterloo. Most of these maps have been created by different Discord members that eventually they are aficionados and they would create those maps for the game. But we have the normal ones, which are plain cities, these sand lakes, and even a river, which is pretty interesting. This one, as far as I remember, has been created by the Discord member Hawk, and this looks pretty complex and nice. So the normal one is plains. If you click this button here, see a description of the actual map, and it says flat grasslands where tactical battles take place on randomly generated maps. The plains may include patches of forests and scattered buildings, so on and so forth. You see as well things. This one looks very nice and very complex as well. This valley over here with this is called mountain pass in between these mountains. Very neat. Over here you see import scenario, so you can import any scenario you want. Eventually, if you click here and you see you have also settings, but if you go to scenario editor, if you click here, you create your scenario. You're going to be able to set your width, your height, and even if it's hybrid or not. You can create scenarios here. Hybrid maps use non-random preset terrain, but enable players to use their own custom armies to play. So you hit create, and you're going to be presented with these huge grassland here in which you can put players, terrain, create units, so on and so forth, hide units, and download scenario, so you can use it in another places as well. It's pretty neat. This is not a tutorial about the scenario, but you can create your own maps. This is fucking awesome. So then you have the player, where you can add players as much as you want. I don't know how many. I'm not going to test how many, but you have the options in between human and bot, and you have the option to select the team. Let's talk about the armies. You click here and you're going to see that because this is the Napoleonic era, you're going to see that the actual counters are represented in the symbology of units in that era. Eventually we have here the infantry, the cavalry over here, which is the diagonal line crossed in between the counter, and even though the artillery was represented by a dot, a black dot in the center of the counter, then here they are represented visually, graphically, the actual artillery. So we have here the normal line infantry artillery. Here we have this one, which is quite the same but with black. These are the guards infantry. And over here we have the light infantry, which are skirmishers, and this is going to be militia. Take a look at this. These things have stats, and it's very, very nice to have a browser wargame with these details. So why not? It's a huge thing to have this. So you have HP, organization movement, melee attack, melee defense, charge bonus, charge penetration, organization radius and organization radius bonus, and ranged attack. These are stats for the actual unit card that are very, very deep. You can see that they have damage plus 60%, this and that, enfilade fire modifiers, rear fire modifiers, can capture objectives, and the musket has all of these stats. So that's something to take into account. These are the dragoons with swords. Then we have lancers eventually with lance. Here we have, I think this is hussars, cuirassiers with heavy cavalry and swords. Over here we have hussars, and these are archers, horse archers eventually. The types of artillery, we have 8-pounder foot artillery. They have canister fire and cannonball. We have as well 6-pounder horse artillery. This is horse artillery. And we have 6-inch howitzer, light field howitzers with explosive shields. You can see here explosive shields. And over here we have the 12-pounder foot artillery. Eventually in the Napoleonic Wars we have 9 infantry, we have cavalry, and we have artillery. You pay manpower. If you hover here you're going to see it, and you pay coin in terms of gold. And this is the army composition. You can clear it and you can select whichever units you want to put, but this is if you want to get a little bit of variation. So you will pay for your actual budget either in, as I mentioned before, manpower and coin. But if you want to get the normal, the default one, you just click again and you're going to get the units as they come in the package here. So we're going to go for create new offline game, and it's going to load, and you're going to be presented with the map such as this one. If you find the content of the channel of interest in general, something that you would like to support, click support in Buy Me a Coffee, link in the description so I can continue smashing those keys while having a sip in your name. Let's get on to the video, shall we? So in the map we see the standard Total War type of deployment zone, and if we zoom in we can see a star, which is the general. Just click there, you click here to deselect the unit, and for example this unit that has, let's get started here, this unit that is the artillery, you can see that it has a range eventually. So I'm going to place them back in here. Actually we have a mountain here, so I'm going to use this mountain in our advantage. So I'm going to place both of them here and this one here. These are the cavalry. I'm going to move them here. And this is the militia, which I'm going to place at both sides, and that's it. So you can see here the enemy. We have balance of power over here. This is a small bar in which is going to measure what is the amount of units that have been fallen and who is going to more likely win. And if you click each unit, you can see here a small card with even a picture of the musket and the bayonet. You can see that these guys are serious guys that even put here pictures of the weaponry. And you see here that you have all the information of the unit card here. in regard of the missiles and the armor, so on and so forth. So I'm going to show you how do you send the orders. So first of all, I'm just going to move this one back in here. So first of all, you select the unit. I'm going to group select all of this, and you can do the movement in this button, but first you have to commit to the deployment. And now we're going to select and we're going to begin. So I'm going to move all my troops. You can see that eventually these guys are going to meet in the center. So what I'm going to do is we're going to use this. You see there's a small wood here. So we're going to use this hill. So first I'm going to take basically most of them. And you can either click here and you're going to choose in between all of these options, but I would rather click 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 for movement, 2 for seek, 3 for shoot, and 4 for fire and advance, and finally 5 to fall back. Those are the orders that you have here, and if you click here, you're going to see what is the actual thing that they do eventually. So move is 1, this thing, and I'm going to zoom in and show you how this moves. Just right click and these arrows will appear. You can see the shadows of the actual counter and how they are going to be moved. We don't want to move like this. Eventually, I'm going to click again and hit this button here, the remove unit orders, and I'm going to move them one by one. So I'm going to place this one in the forest. This one I'm going to place it here, so on and so forth, because I want to use the hill in my advantage. So that's what we're going to do. We're just turning these guys here, and then we turn this one, and basically this one will fall back basically. Oops. This one will fall back. This one will fall back in here. This one stays here. And if we click this one, you can see that we have a range here. We cannot shoot at this moment because the enemy is not at range. Now, what we're going to do with the cavalry here is to move the cavalry into the forest. And these guys, I'm going to move them very, very quickly up in this hill. Let's see if we can shoot with this. No. So you just commit your orders and you hit yes and play. Once this happens, you are not going to be able to send any other orders. Okay? Eventually, this artillery started to shoot because these guys entered in range. But once, as I said, once you committed to your orders, you just need to wait and see what happens. And this is something that is very interesting because you only see this thing. As far as I remember, this makes me feel that I am doing some sort of WeGo, the sort of turn system that you have in combat mission. So yeah. So we are going to take this part and we need to start shooting here. How do you do that? Well, you need to choose shoot and we start shooting this one. We want to start moving. What are they doing? Because they don't have the upper ground, they have a disadvantage eventually. And I can see that they are struggling here, you see? But one thing that I'm going to do is to bring this horse here and bring this one here through the woods. I'm going to continue with this. Perhaps I will be able to intercept these. What are these? These dragoons? Yeah, pretty sure. And here I'm going to start shooting from this hill. Okay, now let me take this one. Just going to do my moves here. I want to do them very, very slowly. You need to be careful not to click both of them. So yeah, here. It takes a while to get used to the selection system, but it's nice. It feels nice. Okay, now I'm taking this one here. This one stays here very quickly. If this guy's intercept, I'll be ready. We're going to move here. And that's it. So let's commit this and let's see. There we go. Yeah. This is the thing. We're still moving and placing our line in this hill. But here we start the engagement. So let's see what we can do. I don't want to continue shooting at this because we're going to have friendly fire. So I'm going to go and shoot at the militia here. Continuing with these guys, I would like to move up in here. And with these guys also up in here. If we will have to intercept, well, we will do it. I don't know if this is a river or a stream or something. So now here I can start shooting here, which is not going to be bad, to be honest. But it's not possible because there's a slope, so it needs to move, and that's clever. So it needs to move if we want to be able to shoot at this. And now I'm going to, oh, look at this. I can intercept this guy here within the forest, and I'm going to start shooting at this, and then I will charge against this one and charge against this one in both sides so we can rout him. Still need another unit here. Very, very nice options that we have here. Perfect. So let's see what happens. Now we're shooting at these guys. We just sandwiched this one here, and the good thing is that the militia is now shooting at these guys. So I'm going to continue shooting at this one that we sandwiched, and with this one I'm going to shoot at this one. Perfect. But we see an attack from here, you see, and we need to intercept those guys. Let's see if I can shoot. Perhaps I can start shooting here. Yeah, we can. So, oh, I think this means that we're going to have friendly fire here. Pretty clever indeed. Now, I'm going to take this one. Let's just intercept these guys here. And I don't want to leave this hill, you know. So I'm just going to move these guys back in here in reserve, kinda. Hopefully we're going to find something to do with those. Okay, so now we're doing pretty good here. So let's intercept these guys here. Pretty sure we can do it. If I manage to reach here, I don't think we're going to be able to do that. Now let's break these guys here. Very, very nice. This one is about to rout, you can see. So now I'm going to... I don't think we need to continue shooting at this one. Yeah, so I'm going to move this one here. So I can start shooting with this over here. I'm going to start shooting. Am I on the woods? I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure the woods will do something here. And this one still needs to be moved over there. So yeah, let's move this one here. This one here. Oops. Now look at this mess. I need to zoom in. Okay, there you go. So we select this one and we place ourselves in here. Okay, now to be honest, I'm thinking about trying to encircle these guys here because these are militia. So yeah, oops. That's when you need to be careful again when you click and select both of them or different units. So then you move I'm gonna move this one here. And am I shooting this one? I think we can deal with this flank. So let's do this. Perfect. I'm going to stop shooting with these guys and just continue moving over here because I want to have a better position here. Okay, let's continue. Let's see what happens. Great skirmish begins here. We have the upper ground here. Oh, we managed to rout this, but they routed ours. Okay, this is going to indicate me to charge perhaps against this one. Do not allow him to open and charge against my artillery eventually. So let's end this one here. Still these guys over here. Okay, there we are. I think it's time for me to start doing a little bit of harm in here, I think. So we routed this guy here. So now what we need to do is to bring my cavalry here, charge against this one, continue shooting here. Ever so slightly, but I need to advance. We have this other option, which is shoot and advance, which is the one that I'm going to use now. And shooting at this guy in both sides would be very useful. So now I'm going to shoot at this one, shoot at this one, start shooting here, and eventually we're going to get ourselves with these two line infantry in here. Okay, let's do it. Are you new to the channel? Here you get historical content, guides to play better, analysis of awesome stuff, super engaging stories. Are you aware of what you are missing already? You won't regret it. Hit that subscribe button now. Yes, it was not a good idea, but I don't want to risk this one. However, right now I can shoot at this one here and shoot directly with this one. So now I need to think if I am going to charge against this or against this. Well, I will charge against the cavalry, and with this one, I simply going to move in here and try to position this guy in here, even though it's militia. So now I can shoot in here. With this one, I can try to encircle here and start shooting here. I think it's going to be the best. So there we go. Are we routing this one? This one routed. Excellent. So now I have the cavalry in my left flank open. So I have a gap here. Can clearly charge. Perhaps at the back of these guys. Why not? This one is about to rout. And this is going to be very good. He routed my hussars. Are these hussars or dragoons? Let me out. These are hussars. This routed my hussars. Okay, never mind. Now I have the option here to shoot at this one. Okay. Let's see here. Fall back would be good here. Okay, these guys cannot fall back apparently. So I'm just going to move them here. So I'm going to be able to shoot at this. That's what I want. This opening here. Can we move the general? Why we can't move the general? That's silly. Okay, let's go. Oh, I just forgot about this guy. He's in the middle of that situation, you see? They are breaking here. However, we managed to break their hussars, and now I'm going to shoot at their militia against militia, right? Okay, let's shoot here. Let's shoot with this one, even though I think it's going to be friendly fire. Hopefully these guys are going to regain morale. And now I'm going to simply charging here, I believe. Still move these guys here. But I will be giving my back to this artillery. Now I can shoot here. It's not able to. Unless I put them here. So why they can't fall back? Pretty interesting. I just discovered that the artillery cannot fall back. Okay, what I'm going to do is to charge against the artillery here. It's important for us to get rid of them. However, I think if I charging here would be a little bit of use. Okay, still shooting at this. Here I'm going to go far in advance. And this one will shoot at this one. This one will shoot at this one. Actually, no. I'm going to fire in advance. Am I charging against this one? I think I'm charging against this one here. Let's do it. There you go. This is the charge. This is good because it's going to rout and we're going to liberate this one. Okay, let's continue here. Still fire in advance here. We regain control of our for cavalry, which I'm going to send here. Okay. Fire in advance. Fire in advance. And now I think I can shoot here. We need to regain control of this soon. I think that is going to be the difference. You see the cavalry here charging. This is amazing. Now the cavalry here is going to charge against my cavalry in this side. So I'm going to charge again. And definitely I'm gonna send one cavalry charging against this. And this cavalry, which has more morale, I'm going to send it to charge against this one here. And yes. You know what? I didn't notice. I need to move here. Then I'm going to attack there. I don't care if I have friendly fire here, but I need to rout these hussars. So what do we have here? Shoot. Okay. Now this is where you can fall back. Look at this. To shoot here. Great. Amazing. Am I shooting here? I think it's difficult for it to shoot through the woods. Let's see. I need to regain morale here. Excellent. We reached here and we saved the militia here. I don't know if it was this one. No, I think it was the artillery. Yeah, it was the artillery indeed. Okay, let's move this artillery here. And now we're going to definitely, what is this? Are we attacking here? I think. So then we are going to charge against this one. And with this one, to charge against this one here, we just turn because I see more cavalry coming here. So I'm going to turn here. And we give the orders. Okay, excellent. Are we shooting here? I'm not sure, but I can shoot here, which is good. And I can charge against this one. I have regained morale here a little bit, so I'm going to push in here. And now just hoping that I can hit this guy at the back and start shooting here. There we go. Perhaps I can start shoot at this one. Okay. Regain the morale here. I'm just going to help this one. This one is about to rout. This charge is going to be devastating. There you go. Ooh, just about the charge there. Good. Okay, now let's bring these guys one by one here. So I'm going to move through the woods, here through the woods. Still this guy. Oh yeah, this is the cavalry. This one's shooting at this one here. So I'm going to charge there. Then this three. Gonna move here. Can we do? Yeah, we will have to wait here. So let's Let's commit here. Discharge, discharge. Excellent. Oh, this is the other cavalry there. So we routed those guys here, and now I would have to maneuver here to get ourselves against this other hussar. This one here. This is the other one. I'm just going to move this one here. And I need to shoot. Are we able? Excellent. Okay. Here we go. Ah, this one. I almost forgot about this one. So it's okay. So here, I can just turn here as well and just encircle these guys. See this movement? There you go. We engage here. Then we can turn, charge against this one. This one will move here. Are we in range so we can start shooting? Yes, we can. We just wait for those. I can try to move here and maneuver over there. We can simply shoot and advance. Shoot and advance. There we go. And then we just encircle this guy here. This is going to be a massive victory. Here's my charge. Ooh, look at this. This guy just routed here. And I'm going to engage this one here. Good. We're doing awesome. So, we have this two free over here, and we're about to finish these guys out. So I'm going to start shooting at this here. And straight moving here. So, still put this guy here. So we're encircling this. These guys are going to be destroyed in a few seconds. I'm just going to stay here and just shoot instead of fire in advance. This one would be firing this one here and here to this one. That's much better. And over here, because we're in the hill, we're just going to fire in advance. Well, this guy is... No, actually fire. Just fire. You know? Because we're in the upper ground. Now we charge. And I'm going to... I just want to select this one. So I'm just going to move at the back like this. I don't know if you need space to charge, but I'm just going to assume that you need. There you go. This is going to be a route in here. We're shooting at them like crazy here. This one is completely surrounded. Is this shooting at this one actually? And then this guy routes. So I'm just going to move over here and just stop anything that we can see over here if they begin to return. This guy is going to engage this militia, and finally I think we need to charge in here. There we go. Look at this. We're going to concentrate in here. There you go. Routed. We charge against this, and this guy is the only thing that is left. We need to quickly charge against this thing here. Straight in there. And with this, with fire in advance, we route it. And there we go. So we're going to continue shooting fire in advance against this one, fire in advance against this one. Why this one? Oh, because this is not a, this is a cavalry. So just charge there, fire in advance here. That's it. So if we route these two guys, we win. This is routed. There you go. And now this is the last route. I think we're going to charge with both of them. That's it. We won. Still firing here. So we see the charge here with both of our cavalry. There we go. Someone regain some force here. The good thing is that as you continue firing, because they are routing, if you click here, you can see that it says this guy is routing, right? But the morale, because the morale is, the blue bar is down, and then you can continue trying to destroy it as you follow it. For example, this is a cavalry that I can clearly go and charge against this one. So to decrease the health of this one, right? So we just need this one to route, and we continue moving over here. This one regain the morale, this one as well. So we just see the charging here, and that's it. There we go. So we won. We had 1,450 and they had 2,685. Now you can see that the red player is the one that lost. So yeah, this is how battle lines is. So it's a pretty nice browser war game indeed. I was very surprised about a lot of things that I just discovered in this small gameplay that I just gave to you. This game is developed by Sophie Games. You can get it on Google Play. So this is Sophie Games is a passionate team of game developers dedicated to creating immersive and innovative gaming experiences. Founded with a vision to bring joy and excitement to players worldwide, we combine cutting-edge technology with creative storytelling to craft unforgettable adventures. I don't know about other developments that they have, but this one is pretty neat. This was Lines of Battle, a browser war game. Pretty cute, nice, very, very sophisticated, small war game that you could play just with a connection of internet wherever you are. You don't need fancy graphics. You don't need... It's simple wargaming experience at its most, and I think it's awesome. This was Lines of Battle, developed by Sophie Games. This was Victus. See you in the next one.